Hi, I'm Kate from Foremost Fitness, Pilates, and thank you for joining me today for my hamstring stretch series using the flexi band. So you're going to need a medium resistance flexi band and you're going to need a pillow or a block to support your head. Quite often when we have tight legs, your lower back is tight as well, and that can pull all the way through the spine up into the neck. So we need to have some support for that head. Go ahead and grab a pillow now if you haven't got one. Let's bring ourselves down. And we're going to start off with the left leg today. So I'm going to have you open up your band. I'm going to place this left foot in the band. And I like to hold my band with the palms facing in and the loose part of the band coming out between the forefinger and the thumb, because it really just helps with that nice wrist alignment. Let's bring ourselves down onto the mat. Good, so here we go. We're going to be in our Pilates neutral, so spine and pelvis neutral, allowing the natural curves of the body to be there. I've got a little bit of lumbar arch, shoulders are soft and heavy, and I've got this openness across my collarbones. A little bit of tummy connection. Even though we're doing a leg stretch, we still want to find that core connection. And I want you to go ahead and just rest those elbows on the mat for me so that you're keeping the neck relatively relaxed. Now with our hamstring stretches, you can have this stabilizing leg bent and on the floor, or it can be straight out. That's whatever feels better for you or what's available for you today. And I'm going to give myself a little bit more resistance here, so I'm kind of holding this band quite close to my knee, so I've got lots of support, but it does depend on how flexy your band is and how much support you want for that leg. But I want to give my leg a really good stretch. So take a big breath in for me here. With an exhale, we're going to lengthen the leg away. Now, that might be enough for you, or your stretch might be over here, or your stretch might be up here. What I want you to be aware of is that as we bend and stretch, just do this a few times with me now. Give it a little exhale, and you're only going to take that leg to what we call the point of bind. So if you're taking it into a pain zone, you're not really going to give yourself you're not really going to get any benefit from this stretch here. We want to allow that leg to get a little bit more length, gently, without pulling into the lower back or the neck. So just keep this breath flowing for me, in and out with this leg. And then I'm going to have you on this next one. We're going to take this foot up. We're just going to keep it slightly bent. And I'm going to support here a little bit more with both hands. And I'm going to do some foot circles, just little baby foot circles here. One way just for a few goes, keep the breath flowing. And then the other way just for a few goes. Just mobilises into that foot. We're going to do some pointing flexing, so push the foot away, curl it in. Push the toes away, curl them in. Just a couple more. Push the toes away, curl them in. Push the toes away, curl them in. Good job. Now I'm going to straighten this leg out slightly. And again, your straight position might be down here, it might be up here, whatever. Try and stick with your range of motion. Now if you're feeling any tingling or numbness or soreness in your foot with your leg straight, you need to adjust that because it means you've come too far into the stretch. And what we're going to do now is hold with both hands and keep the shoulders down and relax. We're going to do a little pendulum swing. So allow the leg to come out to the side, bring it into the middle and allow it to come across the body. Now keep those hips heavy and you're going to feel some really big stretches going on through the thighs. So we're doing an inner outer thigh stretch here. And again, I just want you to let your breath flow. So really lovely big breath in now. Just a couple more of those. Big breath in, big breath out. Fantastic. And come on back to center. Now, you can do more of those if you want, but we're keeping the reps low just for today so I can get through this little video so it doesn't take too long and you can do it quickly, or if you've got more time, you can spend more time on these stretches. Let's do some leg circles. So we're just going to do 5 each way, and I want you to really focus on the pelvis being nice and centered. I'm going to use the tummy, so we're going to inhale to start and exhale to finish. And again, I'm using the support of my band. I'm getting this lovely big circle. I want you to almost imagine like you're creating oil in the hip. Keep that breath flowing, big breaths in Big breath out. We're just going to do that one more time. Big breath in, big breath out. Let's go ahead and go the other way. So you inhale round and down, exhale up, big breath in. I'm really focusing on trying to keep the weight centered under my bum. So as I'm moving my leg, you want to avoid the whole body rolling around with this leg. Just one more for me. Inhaling and exhaling. Marvelous. Now, we are going to bend both knees back in. We've just worked on that left leg, so I want you to go ahead and cross the left foot over the right knee. I'm going to fold my band in half. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to place the band behind my right thigh because it's my left leg that I want to stretch, so the band's going to support that right thigh here. And just holding onto that band really, really close to the thigh. And what we're going to do is, if again it is available to you, just pull in. We've got lots of support. If I just take that leg off now, can you see I've just put this here and then I've crossed this over. So what I'm getting is this really fantastic stretch through my glutes, into the back of my thigh and down through my leg and also up into my hip here. It feels really good. And we're going to do some gentle pulses in and out just for 4 more goes. 4. Let's keep that breath going. I like to do an exhale here. 3, 2. Avoid the temptation to yank it in too much, and 1. And we're just going to do very gentle rock from side to side. Keep the breath flowing if you can. Want to avoid creating tension by holding your breath. I'm going to place that foot down on the mat. Keep the legs crossed. We can ditch the band just for a second here. And I'm going to have you reach your right hand across and place it on your left thigh. Keeping your left arm nice and heavy on the floor. We go ahead and carefully draw the thigh across the body so we get a little bit more stretch. Now I'm going to turn the head in the opposite direction. So I'm putting my knees gently over to my right as I'm turning to the left. And I just want you to direct 2 lovely big breaths into the whole body now. 1 and 2. Well done. Slowly bring that back to centre. Take the legs down. Go one way, go the other way. And we are ready for our right leg. Grab your band. We're going to put the right foot in that band. So go ahead, open it out. Place the foot in the band. And again, I want you to hold the band so you've got the loose part of the band coming out between the forefinger and the thumb here. You can keep both legs bent. It's absolutely fine. You don't need to fully straighten your legs. If your stretch is here and you're getting a good stretch and the knee's still bent, that's fine. If it's available to you and you want to get a little bit more stretch, then go ahead and lengthen that other leg away. I'm going to do 5 stretches here. Nice big exhale. We get 5. 4. And remember, your range of motion is probably going to look a little bit different to mine. It might be bigger, it might be smaller. We're all individuals. Nobody is the same. Let's do what feels good for your body today. Good job. Now, we're going to do those ankle circles. So you can actually have the knee a little bit bent for this. Here we go. 1, 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, 5, other way. 3, 4, 5. Let's point and flex. We're going to point those toes and flex it in and point the toes. Flex it in. And again, it's okay to have the knee a little bit bent here. That's fine. Reach. And that one more set. Reach it away. Bring it back. Good. Now, we're going to work on a little bit more stretch. So lengthen that leg. If you can, if it's available to you, we're going to hold with both hands. I'm going to do our pendulum swing. Across we go. One way. And the other way. And you might find that one side feels easier or one side feels definitely harder, or they both feel the same. One side might clink and clunk a little. If you are getting a lot of clinking and clunking, what I would say is reduce your range of motion and avoid too much clunking in the hips. Let's do this one more time. This does feel fabulous. It's a big stretch, but it really feels lovely afterwards. Good. Now, we're going to do our leg circles. So we're going to take these arms back onto the mat. I'm going to start to circle in. And 1, connection in the tummy. So as I circle round, I'm going to use my core muscles. Inhale, exhaling, don't forget to breathe. Let's go the other way. In and exhale around and up. 2. Keeping the length through the spine, keeping that feeling of centering in the body. Should feel really nice. We're going to do one more. Lovely. Good, now we're going to bend both those knees in again. This time, because it's the right leg we're working, we're placing the right foot over the left knee. And now I'm going to place my band behind my left thigh, because my left thigh is the stabilising thigh. The right leg is my stretching leg. So I'm holding quite tight onto this band. I'm going to gently lift these legs up and in. And we're going to do some gentle movements in and out. And I want you to really remember to breathe here. So this is important because you be very tight in those hips. So give yourself that breath. Let's do this a couple more times. One more. Good job. All right, little rocks from side to side, baby rocks. Big breaths in and out. And then gently taking that foot to the floor. You're going to get rid of the band. Don't need that anymore. Let the arms lengthen out to the sides. This time we take our left hand and the left hand goes across to the right knee. Gently pull or draw the right knee over to your left side, and as you do that you're going to turn your head over to look at that right hand. Staying here, breathing in through the nose and out through pursed lips gently. I'm going to take another big breath in and out, get that lovely big stretch through the hips. One more. Slowly bring that up. Come on back into center. Feet on the floor. Roll the knees one way. Roll the knees the other way. And slowly bring yourself onto your side. Come up to sitting. Well done, everyone. Now you can do, I would say, up to 12 reps of each of those movements. And it feels lovely when you do a little bit more, but equally, just doing a couple of reps of each of those can give you a fantastic stretch every day. I hope you enjoyed it.